Click on OK. Today concept name is Selenium Framework. Today concept name is Selenium Framework. Today concept name is Selenium Framework. Selenium Framework. What is framework? Framework. What is framework? Framework is nothing but it is a generic work. Framework is nothing but it is a generic work developed by an expert, used by many people. Used by many people. Framework is nothing but it is a generic work developed by an expert, used by many people. Or framework is nothing but it is a software. It is a software which contains some set of programs Using these programs, we can do our work easy. We can do our work easy. We can do our work easy. Or framework is nothing but it is a set of guidelines which makes our work easy. Which makes our work easy. It is a set of guidelines which makes our work easy. Which makes our work easy. Right. So framework is nothing but it is a set of guidelines. If it is manual testing, we discuss test design techniques. What is technique? A complex task solved by very simple way. So that's the reason we are calling technique. Just like in my opinion, it is just like a technique. We can do our work easy. It is a set of guidelines which makes our work easy. That means we can do our work very easily. Easily we can complete our work. So that's the reason we are calling it is a framework. Framework is nothing but it is a generic work developed by an expert, used by many people. Or framework is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. Using these programs we can do our work easy. Or it is a set of guidelines which makes our work easy. Which makes our work easy. What is the use of framework? We will discuss. What is the use of framework? We will discuss now. What is the use of framework? So for example, I am going to bank, sir. First of all, I need to log in. I am doing one action, money transfer, log out. Login done by me, log out also done by me. Login done by me, log out also done by me. So this is one test case, TC, test case. And once again I am going to bank. First of all, I need to log in, cash deposit, log out. Login done by me, log out also done by me. This is also one end-to-end scenario. This is also one end-to-end scenario, test case. This is one test case. First, once again I am going to bank, login, money withdraws, log out. Login done by me, log out also done by me. Login done by me, log out also done by me. So this is also one end-to-end scenario. This is one test case. These three test cases I am writing in single program. Like I am writing login. These three end-to-end scenarios I am writing in single program: money transfer, cash deposit, money withdraws, log out. So if I write like this framework concept will execute like login, money transfer, log out, login, cash deposit, log out, login, money withdraws, log out. So here observe carefully. I wrote this login function only once. Login function I wrote only once. Login function I wrote only once. But here I'm invoking three times. One, two, three times I'm invoking. Logout function I wrote here only once, but here I'm invoking three times. Logout, logout, logout. Three times I'm invoking. If it is any reusable function, if you want many times in the test, that many times no need to write. Once we will write that function, how many times you want, that many times we can invoke that function. That is the use of framework. Okay. If it is any reusable function, if you want to use many times in the test, that many times no need to write. Once we will write that function, how many times you want, that many times we can invoke that function. That is the use of framework. So for example, if you want to do any transaction, if you want to do any other work, each and every time we need to log in. So that login, how many times you want, that many times we can invoke. Once we will write that function, how many times you want, that many times we can invoke that function. That is the use of framework. If it is any reusable function, if we want to many times in the test, that many times no need to write. Once we will write that function, how many times you want, that many times we can invoke that function. That is the use of framework concept. So that's the reason, if it is .NET, Java, Oracle, SAP, wherever you go, framework concept is there. Framework concept is there. Framework is nothing but it is a set of guidelines. Using these guidelines, we can do our work easy. So here login function I need 100 times. So no need to write 100 times. Once we will write that function, how many times you want, that many times we can invoke that function. That is the use of framework concept. Right. There are two types of frameworks. There are two types of frameworks. There are two types of frameworks. One is system defined, first user defined, second one is system defined. One is user defined, second one is system defined. So system defined framework further divided into two types. System defined frameworks further divided into two types. One is JUnit, one is JUnit, second one is TestNG. One is JUnit and second one is TestNG. One is JUnit, second one is TestNG. We will discuss. User defined framework we will discuss later. System defined frameworks, there are two types of framework. One is JUnit, other one is TestNG. What is JUnit framework? What is JUnit framework? JUnit framework is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. Using these programs, we can do our work easy. What is TestNG framework? TestNG framework is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. Using these programs, our work easy. So same framework definition only. JUnit is nothing but it is a software or guidelines. So which makes our work easy. Or TestNG, it is a set of guidelines which makes our work easy. So both are same, but initially they released JUnit, after that they introduced TestNG. So first of all, we should know what are the main differences between JUnit and TestNG. We will discuss. JUnit, old one, old framework. JUnit is old one, old one, old one means old framework. TestNG is new one. JUnit, no need to install. TestNG, we need to install. Here we have four annotations. We have four annotations. At the rate, before class, here also same annotation we have at the rate before class. At the rate after class, annotation. What is annotation? I will tell you. Wait. At the rate after class. At the rate before. At the rate before method. at the rate after, at the rate after method. If you want to skip anything, if you want to skip anything, if it is JUnit, we will use at the rate ignore. If you want to skip anything, we will use at the rate ignore. If you want to skip anything here, enable equal false. JUnit, we can't run priority base. We can run priority base. Results not clear. Results very clear. Yes, these are the main differences between JUnit and TestNG. JUnit is old one. First initially they released it as a JUnit. After that, in JUnit we have some drawbacks. After that they introduced to TestNG. JUnit is old one. TestNG is new one. JUnit no need to install. TestNG we need to install. JUnit we have four annotation at the rate before class, at the rate after class, at the rate before, at the rate after. In TestNG, we have same annotations at the rate before class, at the rate after class. In the place of before, we have before method, at the rate of after method. Annotation is nothing but main method. In TestNG, there is no need of main method. There is no need of main method. If it is framework, there is no need of main method. Annotation is nothing but it is a main method. Before class is one main method. After class is one main method. At the rate before is one main method. At the rate after is one main method. Annotation is nothing but it is a main method. Here no need to take main method. No need to take main method. Annotation is nothing but it is a main method. Annotation is nothing but it is a main method. If you want to skip anything in JUnit, we will use at the rate ignore. If you want to skip anything in JUnit, we will use at the rate ignore. If it is TestNG, we will use enabled equal false. Enabled equal false. And if it is JUnit, we can't run priority base. We can't run priority base. If it is TestNG, we can run priority base. If it is TestNG, we can run priority base. If it is JUnit, results not clear. If it is TestNG, results very clear. If it is TestNG, results very clear. These are the main differences. And separately I am saying, so you should remember before class, after class. If it is JUnit to before class, after class function should be static. Before class, after class function should be static. Before class, after class, only before class, after class function should be static. So annotation is nothing but it is a main method. That is first point. Second, before class, after class both are static. If it is JUnit, if it is JUnit. And if you want to skip any function in JUnit, I don't want that function. I don't want to delete. I don't want to comment. So I want to skip the function. At the rate ignore we will use. If it is TestNG, we will use enabled equal false. We can't run priority base. We can run priority base. Results not clear. Results very clear. Results not clear. Results very clear. These are the main differences between JUnit and TestNG. JUnit and TestNG. So first we will discuss JUnit. None of the company is not using JUnit nowadays, but still we will learn. So I will show you, and TestNG also I will show you with normal application, normal example. So tomorrow we will discuss web application example. Today only normal application. If you understand today concept, tomorrow you will understand very easily. So that's the reason I designed one normal application example. After that, tomorrow we can implement with the automation, web application. We can implement with the web application. Today, normal application example I will teach you. Right. Right. Go to SRC, take the new class JUnit. No need of main method. Already I told you. If it is framework concept, no need of main method. Click on finish. Right. Public first annotation at the rate before class annotation. Public void invoke. Public void invoke. SYSO control space invoke. First, before class, after class function should be static. Before class, after class function should be static, right? Start. Before class, after class. Close. Oh, I forgot to tell only one point you missed. That is before class.
Sir, after class,
Wait.
after class is not static, sir. You said
Ah,
static.
yes. I will write. Before class, wherever you write, it will execute first, sir. Before class, wherever you write, it will execute first, sir. After class, wherever you write, it will execute last, sir. After class, wherever you write in the program, it will execute last, sir.
Hmm.
Before, wherever you write in the program, it will execute second, sir. At the rate after, wherever you write in the program, it will execute second last, sir. This is the order. This is the order. Before class, wherever you write in the program, it will execute first. After class, wherever you write in the program, it will execute last. Before, wherever you write in the program, it will execute second. At the rate after, wherever you write in the program, it will execute second last. Okay, right. This is the order you should remember, sir. Still 4 minutes, sir. Before login, login. After log out. And taking one test. That name is cash deposit, for example, money transfer. First one. Test case, cash deposit. Money withdrawals. Money withdrawals. Yes. Import the statements, keep the cursor on before class. Before class, ORG join it. After class, ORG join it. Before, ORG join it. After, ORG join it. Test 2. ORG join it. ORG join it. ORG join it. Now, save, click on run. Already I told you order. First, it will execute before class, invoke. Second, before method, login. Next, it will execute one test. So, money transfer or cash deposit, money withdrawals. There is no order. There is no alphabetical order. There is nothing. Sometimes it will execute first money transfer. Sometimes it will execute cash deposit. Sometimes it will execute money withdrawals. So there is no alphabetical order. It will not follow anything. Blindly, it will execute. So save, click on run. Join it. Click on OK. See console. Login, invoke, login, cash deposit, log out to, login, money withdrawals, log out to, login, money transfer, log out to, close. So there is no alphabetical order. If it is following alphabetical order, it will execute money transfer first, second, but it is execute money transfer last. That means there is no alphabetical order. Sometimes it will execute cash deposit first, sometimes it will execute money transfer first, sometimes it will execute money withdrawals first. So there is no order. There is no order. Right. That is JUnit, sir. If you want to skip any function, we will use @ignore. I want to skip the cash deposit @ignore. save, click on run. Invoke, login, money withdraws, log out to login, money transfer, log out to close. So we can ignore. So it will
It can
not
ignore only one cash deposit only.
only that function.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the concept to JUnit2. Now we can convert into TestNG. So none of the people not using JUnit2, but whenever you are keeping the reason, that time you should mention JUnit also. So what is the difference between JUnit and TestNG? They may ask you. That time we can just we can get the good impression. So if you say answer, you can get the good impression. What are the main differences between JUnit and TestNG? Right. Next, I want to convert into TestNG. Here is no static required. Here is no static required. Oh God, who is that fellow?
నల్లలు కూడా ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఉన్నారా సార్ మీకు?
No, I don't know. I think LinkedIn connection. Before class, ORG TestNG annotations. After class, ORG TestNG annotation. Before, in the place of before, we should write before method.
Yeah.
Before method, ORG TestNG annotation. After, in the place of after, we should write after
Method.
method. Remaining same. Test ORG TestNG annotations. Right. If I run, first it will run cash deposit, next it will run money transfer, that last one money withdraws. It will run alphabetical order. It will run alphabetical order. This is TestNG. Cash deposit, money transfer, money withdraws. It will follow alphabetical order. It will follow alphabetical order.
But what are these all exceptions, sir?
These are the, I'm using old WebDriver programs. That's the reason it is showing errors. If it is only TestNG, it will show error. Error means our concept is came. So invoke, login, cash deposit. If it is old WebDriver programs we are using, that's the reason. Log out to login, money transfer, log out to login, money withdraws, log out to close. Like
But as you said, with the TestNG, we don't get the repetition.
repetition means
Log
yes,
out, login, login. Just
yes.
it should be like login, log out, and cash withdraw, and cash transfer, money transfer,
Everything is
something.
three
This should.
times. Here I am taking 3 tests, so that's the reason it is invoking 3 times. So if I take 100 tests 100 times, it will invoke, 100 times it will log out, sir. Sorry, 100 times it will log in, 100 times it will log out, sir. So just similar to JUnit only, sir. Similar to JUnit only, but here it will follow alphabetical order, and we can run priority base. For example, if you want run execute first, if you want execute money withdraws first, then we can write priority. We can give the priority equal to 1. So it will execute first, and money transfer I want to execute second. So we can give the priority equal to 2. And cash deposit I'm giving priority 3. If you want to give the priority, you should mention priority to all the functions. Money withdraws, money transfer, cash deposit. Money withdraws, money transfer, cash deposit. So like we can execute. invoke, close, login, log out, money transfer, cash deposit, money withdrawals. So it will execute first money withdrawals, money transfer, cash deposit. So this is normal. If you want to skip any function, we can skip here. So I don't want this cash deposit. So here we can write enable equal false. Enable equal false. Enable equal false. Enable equal false. You can skip the cash deposit now. Save. Click on run. First invoke, login, money withdrawals, log out, login, money transfer, log out, close. So we can run priority base and results very clearly. Results very clearly, and we can run priority base and we can skip the function. If you want to skip the function, we will use in testng enable equal false. That is the
Sir,
concept.
what is the difference between ignore and enable is equal to false?
If it is JUnit, we will use same concept is same. If it is JUnit, we will use ignore. If it is testng, we will use enable equal false. That is the difference.
Okay.
JUnit, if it is JUnit, we will use @ignore. If it is testng, we will use enable equal false. So that is the difference between JUnit and testng. So just once practice it, sir. Just if you understand this concept, tomorrow we will discuss with web application. Actually, in the notes already I gave you 15 sites, sir. Not only that site, I will teach you another new site, and as well as you should practice on minimum 5 to 10 sites, sir. Then only you can get concept. So simply just here normal just cash deposit, balancing, sorry, cash deposit to money withdrawals, money transfer, just normally we discussed, not web application. If you understand this concept, we can discuss with web application. Very easy, sir. But whenever you are working with applications, so we should write thousands of lines, thousands of codes, thousands of lines of code we should write. So that time sometimes we can feel very difficult. So sometimes application will not work. Like, Telugu matrimony, we observed. So same XPath, how to take the XPath already we know. But the application is not taking the values. Like whenever you are working with applications, that time we can face the type of problems. So then we will raise the defect. But sometimes if it is defect or not, sometimes it will run, sometimes it will not run. Sometimes it will run, sometimes it will not run. For example, I am working with one application, web application. It is working. It is not working. I will raise the defect to developers. But whenever developers executing that program, it is working. So that time we can feel very difficult. So that's the reason, once if it is not working, once again we need to run and observe carefully, then only we can raise the defect, sir. This is very, very important. If it is commercial version QTP also, we have number of drawbacks. Like sometimes if it is Selenium or QTP, if it is any tool also, if it is not working in first time, second time also, once we need to run. So then only we can confirm it, or twice or twice we need to run, then only we can confirm. So sometimes it will work, sometimes it will not work. I will show you with example. So sometimes it will not work, sometimes it will work. So compulsory we should run number of times, like retesting. We should do retesting. Retesting means if it is retesting means already tested functionality, again and again we will test with multiple sets of data. Just now also in automation also we should run number of times. So sometimes it will work, sometimes it will not work. Very, very rare situations. So if it is not working, then immediately on this spot, immediately you no need to raise the defect to developers. Why? Because so once again you need to run it. So if it is not working, then only we can confirm it. 2 to 3 times, just once run it. So if it is not working, then only we need to raise the defect. If it is once you run but it is not working, then if you raise the defect, sometimes developers will check the same application. So if it is working, that is bad name for you. So that's the reason compulsory whenever you are working with Selenium, so once or twice or thrice we need to run, then only we can confirm.
Why, sir? Once twice we don't need to, because it's if it is once thrice, if you run three times, three, if it is a three different results,
Mm.
that is incompetence.
Oh, wow, no, no.
Incompetence. It
No,
should work.
no, 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 no. Here, what I am saying, sometimes while working with this Selenium in the course only, sometimes it will not work. Once again, after 2 minutes, if I run, it will work. So I will show you that situation not yet come to up to now, not yet come in your class, but compulsory we can face that situation. I will show you with example. Okay, first time same code, I try to run. Sometimes it will not run. After 1 minute, if I run, it will run. So I will show you that situation. So it may sometimes it may not work. So that time compulsory we should write twice. If it is not working, once again try it. Okay, if it is working,
Mhm.
okay. If it is not working, then we can raise the defect. Okay. So, for example, Telugu matrimony. If you are working with the Telugu matrimony, if you enter your year 1982, sometimes it will take 1983. Sometimes it will take 1982 only. Sometimes it will take 1983. So, observe carefully. Twice or thrice run it. Sometimes it will, you enter to 1982. Sometimes it will enter 1982. Sometimes it will enter 1994, something 98, something it will enter. So what happened? Once it is working, if I click once again run, it is not working. What is the difference? So that's the reason. Once again we need to run. Okay. Don't confirm. If it is not working on this part, don't confirm. So if you raise the defect, then you will in a deep position, like a very crucial position. Okay, sir.
Mhm.
This is
Okay.
record mode. You stop. Tomorrow I will show you with web application example. Do you have office star today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.